Welcome to the Rugby Obsession Deep Dive.
Great to be here.
Today, wow, we are plunging straight into some unexpected twists right around the Springboks versus Wallabies clash in Cape Town.
Yeah, literally hours before kickoff. It's been pretty dramatic.
Absolutely. Game-changing shifts in the Springboks lineup, really. It just adds this whole new layer of intrigue, doesn't it?
It really does. Just when you think you have a handle on things,
Yep.
boom, rugby.
Exactly. It keeps us on the edge of our seats. So our mission today, really, is to unpack all this, look at the tactical side, what it means for the game.
And the wider picture, too, for both teams.
Yeah. And as we get into it, we really want to know what you think. How do these last-minute changes affect how you see the match? Let us know.
Definitely keen to hear listener thoughts on this one.
And hey, before we dive too deep, if you love staying right on top of everything rugby, make sure you subscribe to Rugby Obsession. You'll get more deep dives like this, breaking news, all of it.
Good call.
Okay, so let's get into this drama. The Boks were already dealing with one issue earlier in the week, weren't they?
Yeah, the first bit of news was Willie le Roux, experienced campaigner, out with a groin niggle.
Right, fullback. So that was the first curveball they had to handle.
Indeed. A big loss. His experience at the back is huge.
So Aphelele Fassi steps in.
Yep, Fassi starts at 15. Exciting player, great attacking flair.
A like-for-like swap positionally, but maybe a different style.
Definitely. Could signal a shift in how they attack from deep. But then the really big news broke, even closer to kickoff.
And this is where it gets even more dramatic. Just hours ago, confirmation came through. Jean-Luc du Preez, the back rower, ruled out. Illness.
Oh, it's just devastating for him personally. You have to feel for the guy.
Especially given the context, right? His long wait.
Unbelievable. This was meant to be his first start for the Springboks in 7 years.
7 years.
Can you imagine? The wait, the hard work. He'd even talked about, maybe giving up on the Bok dream at times. And he was stepping into that big number 8 jersey, filling in for Jasper Wise. He said he wanted to add nothing flashy, but interestingly also mentioned the influence of attack coach Tony Brown. So, maybe hinting at something a bit more nuanced.
And then illness, right at the last minute. It's just
heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. Adds a real emotional layer to these team changes.
Incredible. So, okay, du Preez out. The Bucks had to react fast.
Very fast. And Kwagga Smith comes into the starting team.
Right. Kwagga takes the number 8 jersey. Now, he's dynamic, versatile, but this isn't just swapping one player for another, is it? There are knock-on effects.
Exactly. Huge ripple effect. Smith starting means the bench changes significantly. They're now running a 5-3 split.
Okay, explain that. 5-3 versus their usual.
Well, their usual, or at least their famous setup, is the 6-2 split. 6 forwards, 2 backs on the bench.
The bomb squad.
Precisely. That emphasis on bringing on almost a whole new pack of forwards in the second half to, dominate physically.
So 5-3 means less forward power weighting.
One less specialist forward, yeah. So Andre Esterhuizen, the center, comes onto the bench to fill that spot.
Interesting. A powerful back instead of another loose forward.
It really changes the tactical options. It might hint at maybe a slightly different approach later in the game, or it just means the starting forwards have to dig deeper for longer.
Less reliance on that second half forward surge, perhaps.
Potentially. Or at least the way they surge might look different. It's a forced tactical shift, but a significant one. Could really alter things in that final quarter.
And just to be clear, the rest of the team, apart from le Roux being replaced by Fassi and now du Preez by Smith, stays the same.
That's right. The core structure is still there.
But still, those 2 late changes in key spots, fullback, number 8 plus the bench reconfiguration, that's massive. Coaches must be scrambling.
Oh, game plans are definitely being tweaked right now. Roles adjusted. It demands a lot of adaptability.
Okay, so with all that happening, let's run through the full updated Springbok team. You need to know this lineup now. Starting at 15, it's Aphelele Fassi. Then 14, Kenan Moody. 13, Jesse Creel. He's captaining the side. Remember, 12, Damien de Elland. 11, the electric Cheslin Kolda.
Yep.
10, Andre Pollard. 9, Grant Williams. And now at 8, the late call-up, Kwagga Smith.
A real impact player starting.
Then the rest of the pack. 7, Franco Mostert. 6, Marco van Staden. 5, Rowan Nortje. 4, R.G. Snyman. 3, Thomas du Toit. 2, Malcolm Marks. And 1, Ox Nooch.
Quite a lineup still.
Mm-hmm.
And those replacements, reflecting that 5-3 split we mentioned, 16, Marnus van der Merwe, 17, Bowen Venter, 18, Wilco Lou.
Okay, 3 front rowers.
Then the 2 big locks, 19, Even Etzebeth, and 20, Lou de Jager. So that's your 5 forwards.
Right.
And the 3 backs. 21 Kobus Reinach, 22 Sacha Feinberg Mongomozlu, and 23 Andre Esterhuizen. That Esterhuizen inclusion is the key change there.
Very interesting to see how they use him. Now compare that to the Wallabies.
Well, it's almost the opposite story, isn't it? Stability. Their starting XV looks solid, consistent.
No late dramas for them.
Doesn't seem so. You got Tom Wright at 15, Max Jorgensen on one wing, Joseph Akuso Swali, and Lynn Ikitau in the centers, Corey Toole on the other wing.
James O'Connor at 10, Nick White at 9.
Yep, and a strong back row. Rob Valentini at 8, Captain Fraser McRae at 7, Tom Hooper at 6.
Okay.
Then Will Skelton and Nick Frost in the second row, Taniela Tupou, Billy Pollard, Tom Robertson up front.
That's a settled side. They'll know their game plan.
Exactly. And their bench looks pretty standard, too. Pangamosa, Bell, Nongor, Williams, Shipia de Crespigny, McDermott, Edmed, Kellaway. That consistency could be a real advantage for them.
Especially against a box side dealing with disruption. Okay, quick reminder for everyone wanting to watch Saturday, August 23rd, DHL Stadium, Cape Town.
Kickoff is 17.00 local time.
Which is 01.00 AEST Sunday for Aussie fans, 16.00 BST in the UK, 15.00 GMT. Referee is James Dolman from New Zealand.
Got it. And you know what's fascinating is how this drama feeds into that wider chat about the bones. Eddie Jones popped up recently, didn't he?
Yes, saying they need their old formula back, that they're in a transitional period.
Exactly. And these forced changes, especially that 5-3 bench, does it prove his point? Or does it actually force them to, adapt faster, find new ways?
It's a real test, isn't it? Adapt or struggle.
And add the emotional factor. They talked about making South Africa smile after that Ellis Park funeral comment.
Yeah. They'll be desperate for a big performance at home in Cape Town. Huge motivation.
That home crowd, the need to bounce back, immense pressure, but also huge energy if they can harness it.
Meanwhile, the Wallabies, they're feeling pretty good about themselves, aren't they?
Seems like it. Talk of Campees eating humble pie after they beat the Boks before. There's confidence there.
And you expect their captain, McRae, to be a nuisance.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He'll be a pest at the breakdown. Typical Wallaby tenacity. They'll sense an opportunity here, no doubt.
Yep.
Springbok disruption, Wallaby stability.
Yeah.
It's set up beautifully.
Electrifying is the word. Okay, quick pause here to say again, if you want all this rugby analysis, the breaking news, the deep dives, subscribe to Rugby Obsession. Don't miss out.
Do it.
Right. So these late changes, yes, they're a challenge, a massive headache for the coaches probably, but they also really shine a light on what makes rugby tick at the top level, don't they?
They really do.
Yeah.
Depth, adaptability, mental strength. It's not just about plan A.
It's about how you react when plan A goes out the window hours before kickoff. That's part of the thrill for us watching.
And throws up fascinating tactical questions like, what chances does this give Fassi and Kwagga Smith coming in to start?
Good point. Fassi at 15,
Right.
different from le Roux, more attacking maybe.
Potentially, yeah. Known for his footwork, his counterattacking. Could ask different questions of that Wallaby chase. They'll need to be sharp.
And Kwagga at 8, what does he bring differently to, say, du Preez or Wise?
Well, Kwagga's not just a carrier. He's phenomenal over the ball, a real breakdown threat.
So maybe more focus on turnovers, disrupting Wallaby ball.
Could be. His ability to slow things down or steal possession could be absolutely vital against that Wallaby pack. Maybe a slightly more dynamic approach around the rucks rather than just pure set-piece power.
And the big question for Rassie Erasmus and the coaches, that 5-3 bench, how does that change the game management?
Huge implications. Less cover if a tight forward goes down early. Do they play faster initially to build a lead?
Do the starting forwards just have to empty the tank for longer? No bomb squad cavalry in the same way?
Exactly. And having Esterhuizen there, does that signal a plan to use backline power maybe to finish the game instead of the usual forward grind?
So many possibilities. It really forces their hand tactically.
Which is why it's so compelling. These aren't minor tweaks.
So for you listening, as you get ready for this match, think about it. How will these changes impact the Boks strategy, the whole flow of the game?
Yeah, what matchups are you looking for now? Will Fassi spark something? Will Kwagga dominate the breakdown?
We'd love to hear your predictions, your thoughts on these key points. Okay, so let's quickly recap this deep dive. Dramatic late changes for the Springboks. Willie le Roux out earlier. Then Jean-Luc du Preez ruled out just hours before kickoff.
Gutting for du Preez after that 7-year wait.
Absolutely. So Aphelele Fassi and Kwagga Smith step into the starting XV, and crucially, a shift to a 5-3 bench split.
moving away from that famous 6-2 bomb squad setup.
All setting the stage for a massive clash in Cape Town. High stakes for the Boks needing that smile, and for a confident Wallaby side.
So here's a final thought to chew on. Given all this disruption, the talk of transition, the home motivation, is this the match where the Boks find a new way, overcome the chaos, and deliver that smile? Or do the stable, confident Wallabies capitalize on the uncertainty? Do they use the Springboks disruption to grab another big win and really build their own momentum? It feels like it could be a defining moment one way or another.
It really does. What a fascinating setup. To keep following all these twists and turns in the rugby world, get the deep dive straight to you, make sure you subscribe to Rugby Obsession.
Please do.
Thank you for listening to this Rugby Obsession deep dive, and we'll look forward to listening to our next episode.